Hey, so here we are in another location, doing therapy with Nels. She's looking pretty cool in a swanky cocktail bar. I'm gonna pan around in a second so you can have a little look and see where we are right now. Hopefully the noise is going to be okay. There's a little bit of music playing out in this bar in the background. It kind of adds to the atmosphere, so I think it's a good thing. Hopefully it's not too annoying and you can hear our voices. But here we go. Here's a little look at where we are. Very nice place. So this is the Marina of Malaga, the city of Malaga, which is a place I've never been to before, bizarrely. Even I've flown in here many times, going along the coast down here, but I've never been down into the city. Just in the distance there you can see a super yacht belonging to a Kazakhstan billionaire. It's absolutely enormous. This is a really nice cocktail bar with an amazing view over the marina. And then I'm panning around. You can see the city going up through the trees, up into the hills. So that's where we are. So back to the therapy. So I've got another question for you, Nels. And that question today is talk about the difference between action and words. So doing and saying. So just to elaborate on that a little bit, you get a lot of people that have all these intentions in place to make great changes, sweeping changes to their life, turn things around, but they just can't seem to make it happen and get off the ground. And they'll talk about it a lot. But then you get other people that don't talk quite so much and they just do through action, put one foot in front of the other and make things happen that way. So talk to me about the power in the difference between the two.
Okay, so talking and action. It's interesting for me how things come back to the same point often, which is being fear-based again and stuck in survival mode. So yeah, paved with good intentions, we find it quite easy to make lists and to talk to ourselves and other people about what we want and what we want to do. Then how does that transfer across from talking the talk to walking the walk? Again, it comes down to confidence and how much control we have over the fear. Because as easy as we talk ourselves into things, we equally easily talk ourselves out of things. And we look for the threat, because of course we're safety driven, so we're always scanning for the threat. So we can start off with a good idea or a happy thought, and then because of the scanning for threat, we'll eventually look for the negatives. And if those negatives build up too much and we take ourselves down that rabbit hole of thinking, we'll feel overwhelmed and we'll back off because of the fear. And we'll think, oh, it's not worth it because of the money or because of the time or because of my situation. And of course because of the uncertainty. As we know, being in the land of abundance, the land of want, means that we have to accept the uncertainty and be enthusiastic about it, be willing to be creative, inspired and enthusiastic, to go on an adventure and to explore, and just accept that fear is part of that.
Yeah. Okay. So how do we make the start? Make the first step?
Well, by accepting the fear, by accepting the uncertainty, and by being brave. taking a risk or a chance or a punt and going for something that we want.
And also, would I be right in thinking that by accepting the fact that just a small action is fine, doing something, however small it is good. I think sometimes we tell ourselves that it's not worth it unless we're doing really big, significant moves and major changes. Actually, that's not how things get achieved. It's quite often the cumulative, incremental processes. Lots and lots of small steps, isn't it?
Yeah, and we talked about that in previous videos. We talked about taking care of the pennies and the small things in life, but actually it goes even deeper than that, and there's something fundamentally more important than that, and that is our intention. So coming back to the fear again, it doesn't matter how big or small the choices and decisions we make are. What is vital is that we don't make those choices and decisions based in fear, based in need. As long as we're making choices and decisions based in what we want, because we're enthusiastic and we want to explore even though we're uncertain, and we're controlling the fear, that's what matters the most. So I'll give you a really simple everyday example. Let's just say that your boyfriend wants you to go and visit his parents with him and meet his parents, maybe for the first time. And you're thinking to yourself, well, I don't really want to go this weekend because I was planning on going to the cinema with my girlfriend. But I think, I ought to go, or I need to go, or I must go because I don't want to upset my boyfriend and I don't want to offend his parents, so I'll go anyway. Although that seems like a fairly decent and responsible choice, actually it isn't, because of a couple of different things. The first one is that it's coming from a place of fear and fighting defending, and secondly, it's not putting yourself first, it's putting other people before you, which isn't going to work for you. So for those two reasons, really.
Yeah, okay. And I was thinking of an example, a little bit more kind of health and physical related, especially at this time of the year when we're coming off the back of Christmas and the New Year. A lot of people aren't feeling particularly great about themselves physically. Yet a lot of people talking about going on new health regimes, fitness regimes, wanting to lose weight, transform their physical appearance and that sort of thing. But they just don't know where to start. And literally that for me is an example of putting one foot in front of the other, quite literally. So yeah, sure, you're not probably going to be able to run 10 miles or 8 miles or whatever, 5 miles, but maybe you can run half a mile or 400 meters or go for a walk, but maybe jog a little bit of it, and then the next time you'll just add a bit more to that, and, what do you think about that?
Well, to coin a phrase from Jordan Peterson, yeah, absolutely. It's about what could I do that I can do so that it doesn't feel overwhelming. And again, coming back to the intention and being really, really kind to yourself. So trying to come from that place of I want and enthusiasm rather than coming from a place of fear and shame, of the beating yourself up or being your own worst enemy, such as, I look really fat, I feel really fat, I'm worried about my health, I'm scared about my health, I must go to the gym, I ought to go for a run. It's trying to be kind and changing that mindset and having the thought of, I want to go to the gym, I want to go for a run because I'd love to lose a bit of weight and get healthy. So it's all
Well, I think that's good. I think we'll leave it on that. So anybody that's out there that feels like they're faced with an over-pacing challenge, is just got to get on and start. See where it takes you. So hopefully we'll see you on the next video.